Hello everyone, my name is Shambhavi. Hope you all are doing well. So today we are going to make out a Python project and into which I'll be letting you know that how you can check out the stock prices for any of the relevant companies. Right, this is the project for today that we are going to follow right here. Right, so okay, let me quickly give you a description about this particular project. So this project will be consisting of in total two libraries. We'll be using our two libraries here. First one is basically the Yahoo underscore fin. This is one of the libraries that we'll be using. Second is that we'll be using out the request as well. Right, these two particular libraries are gonna used in this particular project. Right. And after that, I'll be applying out several conditions. So conditions will go like basically if the stock price is less than 1500, so in that case, we'll be printing out some sell, or if the price is less than 2700, invest, and if basically the price is less than 5000, so in that case profit. Some conditions like this will be simply applying out now. Okay, fine. One another thing that if you just want to convert it into a notification kind of thing, so for notification reminder, I already have one of the projects. So you could just go and check out that particular notification reminder, and simply inside that particular portion, you could just put on this code. You'll be getting notifying about the things as well at that place, right? So hope you got out the idea very much clearly. So I will just not waste up too much of time and open out a terminal here to install out the relevant libraries which I'll be using right here in this particular project. Let me zoom in first of all. Fine. So here goes my very first command, that is pip install request, and hit enter. So for me this will okay, for me I have already installed that out, so for me it will show that successfully installed. But if you haven't done this particular thing till now onto your devices, so quickly do that out. See, for me it's showing requirement already satisfied. Okay, I would just decrease this a little bit and put on the command here downside so that you are very much okay, clear with the command if you haven't written that till now. So it's pip install and here goes request ts. Okay, please make sure to put the s at the last. So this is how we just do out the relevant thing here, and I would just close out this terminal for a while. Okay, fine. This is my very first library that I'll be needing. Again, I'll be opening out the terminal and I'll be installing out the second library. So the command for that will again be pip install, and my library name is Yahoo underscore fin. Okay, Yahoo underscore fin, and hit enter. So particularly this is my second library that I'll be installing. So for me this is as well again already installed. I had already installed that onto my device. So it is showing me requirement already satisfied. Okay, so again I'll be writing out the command for that as well. So it's pip install, here it goes, Yahoo underscore fin. Right now, before that, before moving toward the code, I will just let you know one thing. Pip and the install, these two things which you are actually seeing here in Python, this is the complete, this is only the code, this is only the method how you install out a particular library. Let's say here I have told you this particular thing for the request and for the Yahoo underscore fin, right? But it totally depends. If you just want to install out any other library, then in that case as well, this is only the way how you are going to use that out, right? One another thing, the IDE which I'm using is PyCharm. Okay, very much clear, I hope. Let's come to the new line, and I'm just going to write out here that from Yahoo underscore fin, the right library which we have installed above. So from this particular library, what I need to import is I need to import the stock underscore info function. So when I have basically asked you to install out this Yahoo underscore fin, then at that particular place only many of you must have understood that Yahoo underscore fin basically contains out some or the other function related to the stock price, and yes, that's stock underscore info. So this stock underscore info function will basically allow us to help us to get out some information, the stock prices, right? Next, coming to, I'll be mentioning out a variable. Let's say that's companies, UMPA, in a companies underscore name. Okay, my variable. Coming to the new line, let me come down. So now I'll be writing out here the input function because I'll be asking this particular thing from the user itself. So I'll write into the company name for enter the company name for which you want to check the stock price, right? Now, one very important thing here that basically whenever we just use out the input function, so always basically we just put on the one of the data types in the starting, that will be that basically belongs that what type of data will be entered by the user here. But in this particular case, I haven't input out anything related like that. I haven't mentioned any data type before the input function. So what's the reason for that particular thing? So there could be only one reason in this particular case, that whenever you want out the string input means whenever you want the user to input any character or to input any word. So in that case, it is a string format, right? And we never initialize str before the input, because if you are not going to mention out any data type before the input function, that automatically gets converted into the str format, right? So the same case goes here as well. I haven't mentioned out any of the particular data type before my input function, so that automatically gets and converted into my str format, that's my string format, right? Great. Now I would set out one of the condition, that's while true. Basically it would be an infinite loop up to the condition whatever we are applying, right? So now I'll be having one variable, that's stock underscore price. Okay, now into this particular variable I'm going to use out the stock info function that we have imported above to get out the live update of the price, right? And let's write that out. So that's stock underscore info, my function name, right? Stock underscore info. Got, sorry, a dot out here. After that I would be mentioning out get underscore live underscore price function, and in the bracket I would be writing out that particular variable which we have set on for mentioning out the company's name. So that's company's underscore name, like this. Okay, now have a look over and understand what I have done onto this particular. Let me get out some space here first of all. Great, great. So I had made out a variable, the name for that is stock underscore price. Onto that, what I have stored, first of all, I have called out that function which I have imported above, that was stock underscore info. So that has been called out. Next, after that, I put on a dot, and from that stock info, I had used one another function which is get live price. Now, this get live price will only help me to get out the current stock price for any of the relevant companies, right? Into the bracket I had mentioned on that variable name, into which I had stored that for what company the user wants to check out the stock price. Let's say the user wants to check it for Amazon. So here inside in this particular sentence for enter the company, in front of this a user will be entering the Amazon company and be getting out the relevant stock info, right? Stock price right today. Okay, so hope this particular line is very much clear to you, and I'll be printing out the price. So print, and here goes the stock underscore price, right? This is done. It will basically run up till this particular place. Now, next basically what I'll be doing is that I'll be setting on several conditions here. That if the stock price is less than 1500, so in that case basically set out the condition that's something like that or something like that or something like that. I'll be setting out some conditions like that. Okay, so let's go ahead. I will apply my if condition. So if, and here goes, if my stock underscore price is let's say less than 1500. Okay, if this is the condition. So in that case, what to print out? Print out here that this condition lies under cell. Okay, this condition lies under cell. See, basically the stock price is less than 1500. So in that case, I could just print out that this particular condition lies under cell, right? Coming, my next condition goes here for the elif. Now it goes elif stock underscore price is greater than 1500 and stock underscore price is less than 2700, right? If this is now the case. Now, I have applied out one of the another condition, that if the stock price is greater than 1500 and it's less than 2700. right? So in that case, I could simply print out the statements like I could print out that this condition comes under invest. invest. See guys, these conditions you would be putting upon your idea. I'm simply giving you an idea that how to put out the conditions, how to actually imply out the conditions. I'm not taking any particular relevant condition, or it's not that case that really if this is the condition then only. No, it's not that case. I'm simply telling you how to put on the conditions. So whatever is your basically whatever is your availability, whatever the things you just want to, let's say you just want to invest when the stock price is bit above 2000, or you want to invest when the stock price is less above 3000, whatever you just want to do, you can put on the relevant conditions according to you. There's no such hard and fast rule that I need to apply these much prices only or anything like that, right? Let me just tell you. Let's say if I just write out here this, right? If I just mention out, let's say it is 1000, and let's say this is 3000. I could put any of my relevant conditions, whatever I just wish to, right? Because I am not telling out here, but yeah, you'll be, if you just want, you could be implementing that onto the notification reminder app, right? So what are the conditions you set? If a condition will lie between this, so it will tell you that the condition comes under invest. So in that case, you could invest. So whatever are your relevant data, you need to put on that particular, not mine. Whatever I am putting, that is absolutely okay. You could just put that as well. So there is no such issue in putting that. But this you'll be putting according to your idea, according to yourself, whatever you just want here to be put in ought. Right? Hope you got out the idea very much clearly. Coming down, next again comes my elif condition. So here goes the let's say elif. I could write out my underscore stock underscore price is, let's say, greater than 2700, and let's say it's less than, so I could just write stock underscore price is less than, let's say, 5000. Let's say this is the amount in between. So in that case, I just want out a statement to come to me. I could print out a statement that this condition, this condition comes under profit. I could just put on this like this. This condition comes under profit. I could put on a sentence like this as well here, right? So I mentioned up this particular sentence as well, that this condition comes under profit. Again, I would repeat it out. It totally depends on you what you want to put on here. It's not any, I'm not restricting you to put on any particular condition here, or there, I'm not at all restricting. According to yourself, whatever you feel that this is a profit for you, whatever you feel you want to invest in this particular range, whatever you feel is a loss for you, you could put accordingly, because you are making that particular thing for yourself, right? And at last I could put on a else condition, that print, and I could just print on here that not in the range, like whatever the conditions you had put on, so it doesn't lies onto those conditions. This particular one of the statements I could put at the last. And if you just want to come out of the while loop and print out any statement, so we can print one statement outside the while loop as well, that this this was, I could just put on, this was the accurate data. So this was the accurate data. I could put on one of the printed statements like this as well, that this was the accurate data. Okay, what has happened to it? It has came outside the while, right? Yes, it has came. Fine. So print this was the accurate data. Maybe it would know, it won't print outside the while loop. Let's first comment that out. After we'll see that. Okay. Let me go above once. So from Yahoo underscore Fin library, we have imported out this stock underscore info function. This is one of the functions which will basically give me the current prices of the stock. Companies underscore name is one of the variables onto which I'll be taking the input from the user, that for which company you just want to set out the, for what company actually want to get out the data, or get out the results for, or get out the stock price for. Okay. While true condition means that it will be going up to infinite loop, means whatever the conditions are going to satisfy here, it will be basically running upon that particular condition, right? Next, I had made out a variable that's stock underscore price. What it is going to do here, So into this I had used on this stock underscore info function, which I have already imported above from the Yahoo underscore fin library, and with the use of function that is get live price. So it will basically help me to get out the live price. In the bracket I had put on the company's name variable, into which user will be entering that for what company you need to get on the stock price, and you just print that stock price. After that I have put on several conditions according to your relevancy, according to your choice. You could just like alter out these particular conditions. So it goes that if the stock price is less than 1000, so in that case print out that this condition lies under sell. If stock price is greater than 1000 and stock price is between 3000, if these both of the conditions satisfies, then in that case you need to just put in on that this condition comes under the invest. Okay, and here comes the if the stock price is greater than 1000 or stock price is less than 3000, or would come, right? Not and, guys, right? Yeah. If stock price greater than 2700 or stock price is less than 5000, so in that case print me this condition that this condition comes under profit. And if nothing is happening like this, so in that case you could put on the things that here nothing is in the range, right? Okay, so yeah, everything has actually finished up at this particular place. I would just go on to the Google here for a while, and I will just search out the stock price for Amazon right here for now. So it goes for okay, I will just write out here Amazon stock price, right? Let's do that out, search it out that what it is. Okay, so it's 3425.528 USD today, right? So let's now run it out our program quickly. So run out the camera here. So that's my actually file name, nothing like that. Okay, so in a short while it will be giving us the first message that is enter the company name, right? So till now I can go on to the Google and we can just search out what is Amazon's name for the stock price, that is AMZN. Fine, come to here. Okay, enter the company name for which you want to check out the stock. Let me go above. For which you want to check out the stock price. Let's say that's Amazon. Right, so okay, let me just go above for a while, and yes, this is my condition which is coming out here, that's 3425.52, and this condition comes under invest, and it is absolutely the same which is mentioned up here, that is 342.5.52, and it is lying between this particular condition, right? It is lying between this one. So in that case I'm getting it out here that the condition comes under profit, right? Okay, now I'll be solving it for the Flipkart. So I would just write, let's say Flipkart stock price. Okay, let's not for Flipkart. Let's do it for the okay, for Amazon. It was very much clear. Let's do it for Apple. Yes. Okay, so that's around 146.92 USD. What's the name that we do it for Apple? 1 second. So double APL. Okay, let's go above and write that out here. Double APL. Let's first of all close this out. That's terminate. Run this out. What was the name? I just again want to go ahead and see that out. Double APL. Okay, come back here. So yeah, it would take out a little bit of time for running. I can just see that particular thing. Okay, so enter the company for which I just want to check out the stock price. That's APPL and hit enter. Okay, so what it is showing that the timestamp. I have put on the correct name or something like that. APPL, double APL. I'm so sorry. Let's run that once again. Double APL. This time I would remember. I would just not make out any of the. That's double APL. Hit enter. Right. Just and just look out here at this particular place that it is telling me that it is 146.91 and this condition lies under cell 146.91. Come out here 146.92. It's around almost same here. Okay, it's almost same, nothing that much difference for this particular, right? So yeah, I will just disconnect it from here. So hope you got out the idea regarding this particular program, that how you will be able to implement out this particular thing, how you'll be able to find out the stock price for any company. And now you could just set that to the notifier. For setting it to the notifier, simply import out the notification from here and set out a sleep time. See, let me tell you about the sleep time. Sleep time is basically one of the functions which basically allows you to put on the, let's say you just want it to be of, let's say you want it to be of, you want this particular notification to come in every 1 hour to you. So whatever the value you're gonna give inside the time function, that is always in the second. So whenever you just want to make it into minutes, so multiply that by 60, right? So you could accordingly put on the conditions there and simply import out the notification, put on the title, and inside that particular notification you could set on all of these things, right? So for that you could just check out my notification reminder app that I have already made on. Simply nothing has to be made, a little bit of changes are to be required out here, nothing more than that, right? So hope you got out a very clear idea regarding that, how you can write out the program for getting out the stock prices, how you can go ahead while writing out this program, and how you could implement all of these things, right? So hope you enjoyed out this video. So this is all for this video. Till then, thank you and take care.